Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, however you're watching this. Hope all is well with you. Today, what's on Miner's Mind? We're going to talk about investing versus trading versus HODLing. So let's talk about HODLing. Many HODLers, if you will, that's a play on the word hold. So you want to know where HODL came from? There was a post on Reddit. Alright, you have to check it out. It's actually quite funny. But a guy was trying to trade. Every time he'd trade, he would lose. But the post, he was quite drunk, and he tried spelling hold about 6 or 7 times, and it kept coming out HODL, 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 whatever you want to call it. That's where HODL came from. But throughout these ups and downs and the volatility, some people will tell you that HODLing is a better way to maintain your wealth. And it probably isn't a bad way to go. Most HODLers, I believe, pick a few strong cryptocurrencies and they buy them and they hold them. And they usually buy them in a dip, which is not bad. If you're just getting started with your exposure to cryptocurrencies, not a bad way to go. Stick to the top 10, maybe top 15 tops. Or if you find something like Digibyte, which is a very strong cryptocurrency in my opinion, strong community, strong development, been around for 5+ years, has a lot of innovation going on with it. Yeah, that's outside of the top 15, probably going to climb up there eventually. But do your own research, okay? So that's what HODLers do. They buy and HODL. Now, if we're talking about investing, let's talk about the investment side. So think of this more like your 401k, your retirement system plans, you know, where if you're going to invest and not be like out there trading, you're going to invest. The rule of thumb is to put about 70% of your investment into dividend-paying stocks, right? Well, there's dividend-like paying cryptocurrencies. So when you hold them, you get paid more crypto. Now, there's a couple ways of doing that. There are ways to stake. So there's a way that certain cryptocurrencies will provide you a reward for holding on to your coins, and they call it staking. But the other part of that is it's called proof of stake, which uses a proof of stake algorithm to create more coins as well as verify transactions in the network. So that's not a bad way to go. Now, what cryptocurrencies do proof of stake? Well, you have to kind of dig through and see which ones are doing it. Ethereum is going to move from proof of work to proof of stake. When? I don't know. Within a year and a half. Who knows? One that just moved into the top 10, which not a bad investment, is Cardano. Cardano is led by a wonderful team. The guy behind it actually was one of the co-developers with Vitalik Buterin with Ethereum. So one of the things I really like with Cardano is they're doing their research to test things out. They're running things by computer scientists that are out there about different things that they're doing or implementing, best practices with certain things. So they're not just, you know, a bunch of nerds sitting down trying to write some code. They probably are nerds, but they're testing this stuff out at the university level. They, on their next update, which is due out soon, their Shelly upgrade, will add in the proof of stake mechanism. Right now, I think Cardano is right around 6.5 cents. Its all-time high was its all-time high was $1.33. Do the math there, folks. Let's just keep it simple. Let's just say you get it at 5 cents, goes up to $1, whatever money you put in, multiply it by 20. That's where you're sitting at investment-wise. So there's other proof of stake blockchains that are out there. Komodo, I really like, is a good proof of stake coin. Kind of neat what they do with it. They use delayed proof of stake. So it's a proof of stake basically on the Komodo blockchain, but every 10 minutes they back up their blockchain to Bitcoin's blockchain. Pretty interesting stuff what they got going on there. So they got a lot going on. If you're looking for an interesting project, check out Komodo. So that's kind of like the dividend paying cryptocurrencies. And you can also, if you look into it, set up master nodes. So master nodes do extra things in the blockchain. You usually have to have a high quantity of coins, 10,000, 15,000, 50,000, 100,000 of these coins. And what these master nodes do is they do things outside of what a node would do or outside of what a miner would do. And one you could probably take a look at right now, actually two of them, is Smart Cash, and another one, Swift Cash. Swift Cash was born out of Smart Cash, and Smart Cash took a lot of what they learned from Dash. So there are other masternode cryptocurrencies out there that if you have the money, it's worth it to set up a masternode. It's a little more technical, but you're going to get paid and rewarded in that cryptocurrency, usually a decent percentage, 20, 30, 40%, sometimes higher, sometimes lower. Depends. I know Dash masternodes pay out a lower percent, but then their value of a Dash coin right now is a little less than $100. So let's just say, you're getting 15 a month. That's $1,500 a month for running a masternode. And usually you have to set them up on virtual private servers. So then you would take the other 30% of your investment. So you're trying to, I'm just saying monetary-wise, if you diversify, if you're investing, try to get to that 60 to 70% where you have this passive income coming in. Another thing you can look at outside of the cryptocurrencies are the ICOs that came out that will eventually let you earn passive income. So you want to take a look at some of those. Something like Populous, that's in the invoice factoring side of things. Veritasium. If you do your research, you're going to find pros and cons about Veritasium. I, for one, look at Reggie Middleton as an innovator and an entrepreneur, and he's focusing on areas for massive growth. And right now he's focusing a lot on Africa. What else is out there? It's got some passive earning income. You have to do your research. Take a look. You just go to CoinMarketCap or Messari.io, MESSARI.io, and start looking at these projects and do some research. I don't want to give you advice because I'm not a financial advisor on what to invest in. But you can take a look and try to figure it out based off of what I'm telling you. And then the traders. One of the things I want to tell you about trading is most of your trade pairs are based off of Bitcoin. So you want to try to acquire as much Bitcoin as you can so you can go out and maybe accumulate more in these different trades, or okay, you're trading up, you're acquiring more Bitcoin, now you've accumulated a satisfactory amount of Bitcoin, and now you want to go out and accumulate different projects, and then then you just accumulate them when you see these dips or when it's a good drop in the price to accumulate it. But you want to look at how to trade on the exchanges and how to look at the price in Satoshi. So if you use your trading analysis, your technical analysis, and don't just jump into trading just because you learned a few little techniques. It takes, when you talk to the people that are the professional traders, it took them a few years to get where most of their trades are hitting. They're turning profit on 70-80% of their trades. With the volatility, you can do that, but you got to take a look at the different options that are available there. People who you should follow. There's a lot of decent people to follow out there on YouTube. Some give you a macro look at it, like I would say Steve from Crypto Crew University gives you a bigger picture of what's happening. Usually just focuses on Bitcoin, because that's kind of like what controls everything. Crypto Kirby, I've been following him lately. His commentary is great. He gives you a daily update. And there's many other people out there. Those are just two names off the top of my head that give pretty good technical analysis. So that's the trading side. But if you're just new to crypto, don't jump into trading. Find a coin that's solid, Litecoin, or you want to buy some Bitcoin, Digibyte, Ethereum. I mean, any of those in the top 10 are probably definitely worth throwing some money at after you do some research. So that's what was on my mind. I just want to kind of break it down into different, aspects of exposing yourself to cryptocurrencies. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you guys want me to cover a specific project. I'll give you my take on it. But you don't have to take my word for it. And if you haven't subscribed below, please do that. Make sure you hit the like button and please share this video. And we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Peace.